You've heard this one before. Our phones have gotten so good at taking pictures that for many of us, they're all the camera we need. But what do you buy if you want the portability of a phone and the flexibility and image quality of an interchangeable lens camera? Well, you might just get this, the Olympus Pen EPL9. Like the EPL8 before it, it's geared to first-time camera buyers, those casual photographers looking to step up from their smartphone without running into the terrifying complexity of higher-end DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. EPL8 owners are probably more likely to upgrade to the premium level Pen F or maybe one of the OMD cameras rather than the EPL9, but this still offers a couple of notable improvements. One, it has a 121-point autofocus system up from 81 in the EPL8, and it can now shoot 4K video at either 24 or 30 frames per second, or 25 for our pals across the pond. It also has a built-in pop-up flash, so that's cool. But what we really like is it's available in a very good-looking limited edition blue color, which Olympus did not send us. Oh well, next time. Other than that, things are mostly the same, and that means a 16 megapixel 4/3 sensor, ISO range of 200 to 25,600, a 180-degree flip-out touchscreen, which works quite nicely, and a pretty impressive continuous shooting speed of 8.6 frames per second. Okay, you got me. That's actually 1/10 of a frame per second more than the EPL8, for anyone who's counting. Image quality is unremarkable, which is not to say it's bad, it's simply not anything new. You'll want to keep the ISO as low as possible, but it's actually quite impressive considering the form factor. It's certainly better than your phone, and it also opens up a host of creative opportunities that phones simply aren't great at, from long exposures to shallow depth of field to jumping down the rabbit hole of additional lenses. As for video, well, it's also not bad. 4K does make a difference, although it suffers a bit from overzealous sharpening. You can also shoot in any exposure mode in video, which is certainly a plus, and you have options for both sensor shift and electronic image stabilization, which both work well. However, there are no microphone or headphone jacks, so while the flip-out screen and compact size make this seem like a good vlog camera, there are better options. One upgrade we had hoped for was 5-axis stabilization, but the EPL9 makes do with the older 3-axis system. It still works pretty well. In fact, we were able to shoot handheld down to about a half a second in some conditions. But if you look at Olympus's OMD line, you'll see the EM10 Mark III, which has both 5-axis stabilization and an electronic viewfinder. And because of instant rebates, it's actually selling for the exact same price as the EPL9 right now. So $599 for the body only, or $699 with the same 14 to 42 millimeter lens. So does the EPL9 have an advantage? Well, yes, size. Aside from the fact that it is not weather sealed, this camera is designed to be taken anywhere and will easily stow into a small camera bag, purse, or cargo shorts pocket if you must. In addition to the kit lens, both Olympus and Panasonic make some nice compact pancake prime lenses that would complement the EPL9's size, so you do have some other options for lenses that won't ruin the form factor. It also features a more streamlined control layout, which may make it more approachable to more casual users. But that's also what gets us to our main complaint about this camera, which is it doesn't leave a lot of room to grow into. If you are an aspiring enthusiast photographer, you may quickly grow frustrated with the limitations of this camera, including some features that are oddly hidden, like 4K video resolution, which can't be found in the same place as 1080p and 720p. There is also little in the way of direct access control, and the exposure compensation button is frustrating because it can also move the focus point around. So if you tap on the screen to set your focus point, which works great, and then you go to adjust your exposure compensation, you can't because it just moves the focus point around. So you can reset it if you hit OK, but that also resets the focus point to wherever it was before you touch the screen. Now, you can get around this by remapping the exposure compensation control to a function button, but there are still some other odd behaviors, and at the end of the day, this is really a camera that's best used in automatic mode. And for people who are content with that, it's great. It's nothing earth-shattering, but it's a small, simple, and frankly cute enough camera that you may actually take it out and use it. Or you'll at least plan to, and then just go take pictures with your phone anyway. Hey, thanks for watching this video. For more information on the Olympus PL9, you can find our full review at digitaltrends.com, or let us know what you think about the camera down in the comments. And be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos from Digital Trends.